Hello and welcome back to the channel for another Doctor Who 60th anniversary themed video. So it's been a busy weekend for Doctor Who, busy weekend for the channel as well. We got this third new full trailer, 2.5 minutes long, very exciting. I've already done a reaction to the trailer and also a breakdown of some of the news we got alongside it as well. The press release, the images, the confirmation of Neil Patrick Harris playing the Toymaker and Kate Stewart's return. And as is now tradition, we're going to do a full trailer breakdown, shot by shot, going through every single bit of this trailer, kind of picking out all of the interesting bits and pieces based on my own thoughts, what I've seen on Twitter and speculation and stuff from other fans, and just pulling all of that together to try and work out what the hell is going on here. I will try and keep it brief as well. I mean, obviously there is quite a lot of reused footage in here from the previous trailers, so hopefully we'll be able to kind of skim through that fairly quickly. So we'll skip the little pre-teaser trailer thing because those shots all appear later in the trailer, and we'll cut instead to the first shot of the full thing, which, yep, is one of those reused shots of London at night, stock footage. Though interesting, as we'll see, if you know your London geography at all, sort of just off towards the left of camera, just off camera, that is where a important new building is located just off screen. We then have a reused shot of Donna in her house, that shot of the Doctor kind of running through ruins. A new shot of Donna where she looks a bit spooked, maybe she's seen the Doctor in the distance and is kind of thinking, oh my god, I sort of remember him, but not really, who is he? Then a little bit of extra dialogue there from that scene between Donna and Sylvia. I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost? I've seen loads of memes about that already on Twitter and stuff, like, morning after a night out, be like, I lie in bed thinking, what have I lost? A new shot of Tennant there by a ladder. Is that like a ladder up to some kind of plane maybe? Or maybe like the rocket we saw it in the previous trailers. Definitely some kind of warehouse setting. It is a bit difficult to kind of tell apart the different locations because as we'll see, a lot of them are kind of tinged with this sort of bluey, tealy kind of colour scheme. Another flash of Tennant there. He clearly looks to be like breaking into some kind of warehouse establishment. Probably where that rocket is being kept. And another one. And then that kind of awesome shot where he lifts his head up into the shot and he looks a bit anguished there. This is kind of giving me like vibes of a Toymaker scene. Maybe it's in like the Mystery Emporium shop or some kind of part of the Toymaker's realm. The lights in the background are just kind of giving me that vibe. Maybe he's kind of coming face to face with the Toymaker here in some sort of battle. Then reused footage from Camden, so the TARDIS landing and the Doctor exiting. Then some new footage from Camden of the Doctor and Donna from what appears to be their first meeting in the specials. I mean, if you've watched the recently leaked footage that emerged on YouTube, you will know basically what this is. And if you look just to the right of camera there, there's Rose there. You can see her hair, like her nails and stuff, her arm. Still not sure why Donna is kind of holding this box full of like craft materials or whatever it is. Not quite sure what that's about. Maybe it's important, maybe it's not. Then some proper reuse footage from Series 4 on the specials was really interesting because obviously they have remastered Series 1 to 4 for the new Blu-ray release. This particular shot is from The Waters of Mars and I suspect it was chosen because obviously the 2009 specials were shot in HD, Series 1 to 4 wasn't. So yes, it has nothing to do with Donna this episode, this shot at all, but it's an awesome shot in its own right and yeah, great to see it used here. Then a few shots from Journey's End, Donna's final story as a full-on companion, so her touching the Doctor's hand, her eyes kind of glowing with regeneration energy, then that emotional farewell between the pair. And over the top of this, some new dialogue from Tennant, so I've got this friend, Donna Noble, I had to wipe her memory to save her life, and then leading into the line we all know, if she ever remembers me, she will die. So what happens next? A spaceship crashes right in front of her, it's like she's drawing us in. We see now that as I suspected and other people suspected as well, he is talking to Ruth Madley's character in that scene, Shirley Ann Bingham, who does seem to be a part of UNIT, as we'll see later in the trailer. Then some footage of said spaceship landing in Camden, some stuff we've already seen mixed in with one or two new shots. An extended version of that sequence we saw in the last trailer of Donna finding Beep the Meep, and now we can see very clearly that this isn't like a garden shed. If you've seen the latest Who Spy photos, you'll know all about that, but I might be talking about that in a separate video, so I'll leave that for now. Then some new stuff from the Axminster Road filming. So firstly, what appears to be the Doctor on Donna's street running towards her house. A new shot of Donna and Rose accompanied by the immortal line, "We've got a bloody Martian in the shed." To begin with, I thought this could be the Doctor literally like hiding out in the shed, but it's probably more likely to be Beep Meat, but who knows. A lovely shot of the Doctor kind of peering through the letterbox, which is something we have seen with previous Doctors. I think Jodie did it in Interactions in the UK. Obviously Eccleston did it in Rose, and there might well be other examples as well that I can't remember. We have Sylvia trying to hide the Doctor, don't look, but it's too late. The Meep has infiltrated Donna's house and is kind of clawing there at her leg, and she doesn't look all that happy about that. We have the Doctor now in the Noble household, and then Sylvia slapping him. I've seen a bit of a negative reaction to this online. I sort of can't help but agree slightly. Like, yeah, you know, it's a funny moment, I guess. I think I found it funny when I watched it in the trailer for the first time. But then I kind of thought about it afterwards a little bit, and it's like, yeah, we've had this before. There's a precedent for like mothers kind of slapping the Doctor, like mothers of companions. But, you know, really, it's a bit of a weird one. Like, do we have to do this? But then you do get that funny line from Tennant, oh, here we go again, so swings and roundabouts, I suppose. Some new footage of the Wrath warriors kind of shooting up into Donna's house, presumably to locate the Meep. A really nice shot of the Doctor there, kind of battling against the explosions with unit soldiers in the background, so it does look like Donna's house is going to become like a battleground. Then the first of many spaceship set shots from the trailer. So we have the Doctor here, I think with Donna as well, kind of looking at some kind of readout with these pyramid-shaped bits in the foreground, like a pyramid-shaped chair behind him. Then a shot of Donna as well, kind of looking at the same screen. It's difficult to kind of tell whether this is either like the Meep's ship or some kind of ship related to the Meep, to the Wrath Warriors, or whatever ship they're on in Wild Blue Yonder. Same goes for this. An awesome corridor set here from some kind of spaceship, but is it from Special 1 or 2 or even 3? Who knows? Some explosions in the Noble household. The dining table there looks a little bit worse for wear. Then some shots we've seen before of Donna kind of running away, of the unit bazooka, and of course the unit Jeep, the infamous unit Jeep kind of exploding into the air. Then a new shot of Donna in one of the Special's many kind of teal-coloured spaceship environments. Actually, there's a logo there on the back wall, kind of upside-down triangle, which would appear to match, I believe, a similar logo we saw in the first trailer, in what was assumed to be Beep the Meep's ship, or some kind of space related to Beep the Meep, so presumably this is the same space here. Come to think of it as well, maybe that's the same motif as those like triangular, pyramid-shaped bits and pieces and the chair in the previous shot in this trailer. And that line we've heard before, I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, it's heading for Donna Noble. A couple of lovely new shots of Tennant in HQ, including the second one, which has Kate Stewart's first appearance in the trailer, the back of her head. I spotted that when I first watched it. Did you as well? Let me know. A different angle of the Toymaker on the streets of Bristol, doubling for London, with all the apocalyptic stuff going on. Another shot we've seen before of Donna kind of with Wilf's hat just visible in the bottom of frame. Tennant again in unit, after a very long time, something's coming back. Another reused shot of the Toymaker with his top hat and tails. The alleyway where Rose finds Beep the Meep, plus another couple of reused shots. Another reused Toymaker shot. Then the trailer comes to a stop for a brief 10 seconds or so for this lovely sequence between the Doctor and Donna. Presumably Donna has now got her memories back, so I think in the dialogue she refers to the TARDIS. And yes, the idea here is that there's something so terrifying, so bad, that the TARDIS has just run away. And presumably that's what we're seeing here, some kind of TARDIS-shaped indentation in the wall where the TARDIS has, I don't know, like dematerialised or kind of forced itself away. And obviously this is all set in the Wild Blue Yonder location. They know that we know that, but they're not going to tell us where it is, obviously, because it's still a secret. Love that from Donna. Then we go kick its ass. Fantastic. You know, that's just the spirit of the character, like in one line. And she presses a button. In fact, actually, come to think of it as well, again there we have that sort of... hang on, is it an upside down triangle, or is that a diamond shape? Is this going to tie into the whole diamond anniversary thing in a way that no one was quite anticipating? Maybe. Then Unit's new London base in all its glory, so it appears to be over in the financial district somewhere near buildings like the Walkie Talkie and the Gherkin. We have two helicopters, one containing the Doctor and presumably Donna as well, and then one behind him with the TARDIS being towed along, a direct rip-off from the 50th from Day of the Doctor. But hey, you know, it's an anniversary special, it makes sense. Another beautiful shot of this new Unit's building with St. Paul's visible just to the left of the helicopter there. Then some stuff set on the infamous Unit helipad, which that previous shot confirmed is part of this new building. I believe it like kind of folds out of it or something. So the Doctor with outstretched arms greeting Kate Stewart, who of course is in the specials. Fantastic to see her back, as I've already talked about on the channel. You know, love Kate. It was a genuine surprise to see her in this trailer. I've kind of, you know, I've forgotten that there was a bit of speculation about her possibly appearing in this. So it was really, really nice to have that confirmed here. And she is looking brilliant as ever. She has that thing thing on her arm, which I pointed out, I think, in my reaction. The same sort of wristband or armband thing that Mel had in the original photo we saw when Bonnie Langford's return to the show was announced. So presumably Mel is in this episode as well, this scene, whatever. She's part of UNIT. But as for what they are they maybe some kind of thing like the eye patches in Series 6, where they kind of protect units from something, maybe something to do with the Toymaker, as we'll see. We have a lovely group shot, a group lineup of the Doctor, Donna and Kate. Lovely to have this combination of actors, you know, to have two actors from like 2008 alongside a much newer character. Just really, really nice to see that. And then a line of dialogue that I think I missed in my original trailer reaction. Kate says, "What do we do this time, Doctor? How do we fight the human race?" Which presumably is an allusion to the whole thing of the giggle, this kind of contagious giggle that the Toymaker has inflicted upon the human race, upon the world, which perhaps means that Kate doesn't actually come into things until the third special. And one final shot of the unit helipad there with the helicopter proudly in place. Some stuff from the Bristol filming that we have already seen, alongside some stuff that we hadn't. We have the TARDIS in Camden with some sort of force field or barrier, something going on there, with the Noble Temple clan watching on. Obviously, we saw this being filmed when the Camden stuff was going on. Is this, from the kind of cliffhanger from Special 1 and Special 2, perhaps, where the Doctor's saying goodbye to Donna and co, and then the TARDIS kind of takes them off somewhere into Wild Blue Yonder? The Doctor in Bristol looking up. And then a shot of a plane kind of flying overhead, presumably crashing somewhere. Interestingly enough, actually, that shot appears to come from the Camden filming rather than the Bristol filming, so not quite sure why these have been edited together. Maybe they're just kind of making it appear like the same location, even though it isn't. Something entered this world, and like a kind of purpley vortex thing, not unlike the Quarunx, whatever it's called, in Power of the Doctor, that mysterious kind of energy ball thing. Presumably this is like how the Toymaker entered our universe, or I don't know, maybe it's like the Toymaker in its natural form, perhaps? The Doctor and Donna entering the Mr. Emporium shop. The Toymaker saying, "Oh, but he is recognising me," so presumably the Doctor doesn't cotton on to the fact that it's a Toymaker straight away, which will be really fun to see, to see him kind of gradually coming to that realisation. A shot of the Doctor and Donna that we've already seen in one of the teasers in the past. Donna says, "Who is he?" but the Doctor doesn't answer just yet. A shot from what appears to be some kind of spaceship components kind of launching into the ground. Again, not unlike Power of the Doctor, the kind of the drill thing that the Daleks used. But I think this will actually be the underside of the rocket we saw in the previous trailers that belongs to either Beat the Meep or the Wrath Warriors, I forget. Then there's some stuff of these kind of channels of magma kind of spreading through the streets. And then one final shot of magma on the streets of London. Again, this is kind of reminiscent of the Power of the Doctor with the earthquake thing, although maybe it's something different. I was kind of thinking after this, perhaps could this be the Toymaker trying to recreate the fire of London? That would be quite a cool thing to see. The Toymaker in that kind of soldier's outfit that we have seen him wearing before, and by the way this is edited, it kind of makes it appear like he's in Unit H quarters at this point, kind of running into the building, maybe. We have Kate shouting "Open fire" with this mysterious wooden door behind her, and if you look very, very closely at the door, you will see a carving on the right-hand side, which appears to be the same carving we saw in one of the Who Spy photos of Joey the Clown. We have the Doctor responding to an explosion in the Noble household, the Doctor and Donna hugging, the first of two gut-wrenching moments from Tennant there. Why does it have to be this? Again, in one of these kind of teal-coloured spaceships. Is this to do with his death, with his regeneration, or the fate of Donna, or some kind of really terrible decision he's having to make? The Doctor looking up, again with that wooden door in the background, so clearly that's like a gateway to the Toymaker's realm. Then the man himself is there in the sky, kind of literally pulling the strings. And it is really funny because I kind of speculated that something like this might happen. I think in my very first video about Neil Patrick Harris, potentially being the Toymaker, like back in May of last year or June or whenever it was, I kind of said, maybe he's pulling the strings, maybe they're like puppets of the Doctor and Donna or like voodoo dolls or something that he's controlling, and that appears to be what's happening. Tennant again in one of these teal-coloured spaceships, absolutely losing it. Then running out onto the unit helipad to meet the Toymaker, sitting on what appears to be Unit's galvanic beam, I think it's called. Again, if you've seen the Who Spy photos, you'll know what that is, potentially. If not, await the video, it'll be coming soon. But he appears to have already used this weapon to inflict damage on the Shard in the background, and he appears to be doing the same, or about to be doing the same, to the Doctor himself. Interesting new outfit for him there as well, something a bit more kind of down to earth, a bit more contemporary. It's interesting to see, you know, that he is wearing a brand new outfit here as well, and like, I do wonder how many outfits he's actually going to have in the specials, you know, how many costume changes he's going to go through, but I'm not complaining, it's great to see. The Doctor there with Kate, with Donna, and with Sheridan Bingham in the background. Your fight is with me. Donna surrendering to some unseen antagonist, presumably. I don't know if I can save your life this time from the Doctor there. He does this emotional stuff so well, doesn't he? It's great to see. Is Donna going to die? I don't think so, but I think they'll kind of play with that idea a lot throughout the specials. I mean, go and watch the video I did about the subject if you haven't already. But yeah, they're going to make us think that she's in danger, and she will be in danger, but I think she will get out of there alive. We have the TARDIS flying into that wall from Wild Blue Yonder, matching up with that previous footage. We have that Unit Major character who we have seen in the previous trailers and who has been named, I think, in one of Russell's Doctor Who magazine columns. I forget exactly what he's called, but yeah, he's part of Units. More Wrath Warriors. The Doctor and Donna running in a collapsing corridor with what appears to be like playing card themed lights on the walls, so presumably the Toymaker's realm. A shot we've seen before, the reference to some movie that I haven't seen. The Doctor and Units with what seems to be Stooky Bill on the screen in the background. Worldwide premiere again. And then Mr. Ncuti Gatwa himself, possibly the biggest shock from the trailer, aside from Kate showing up perhaps, because I didn't think we'd be getting any more footage of him really until the episodes themselves. But it's fantastic to see. This has kind of prompted a lot of speculation because he clearly is wearing a very different outfit to the one we've previously seen him in the trailers and stuff, the kind of white shirt combo. Here he looks to be in like a kind of purple shirt with blue fastening on it. Now, some people have said this could be a costume we've already seen, like the leather jacket or something, but just under different lights. Not so sure on that myself, but it is possible. People have also been speculating about where he is, this mysterious location. You know, is this the location that was kind of hidden out, kind of edited out in the initial footage and those initial photos? Maybe so. Is it the Edge from the Power of the Doctor? Is it like Durdle Door or wherever it was that Jodie regenerated, that planet with the sunsets and stuff? It certainly seems to look like kind of both those places, and I wouldn't put it past them particularly to do that. And there is kind of some stuff there as well, or hints and teasers. The audio there, people have noticed, has been ripped from Jodie's regeneration, and maybe we're going to see her again, and we're going to see her regenerate this time into Ncuti rather than David, and the whole 14th Doctor thing is going to kind of be undone. I'm not 100% sure I buy that theory. It's something I would like to see. It'd be a nice way of kind of including Jodie in the celebrations. But yeah, I think it's too early to say really where Ncuti is here or what the hell is going on. Like, where has that purple shirt come from? What is he doing? I don't know. But I think he probably will be in the specials more than we think. That's the prediction that I'll lay down. You know, I think he's definitely going to be in like multiple episodes, maybe not in the first one, but maybe like specials 2 and 3, some kind of overarching thread involving his Doctor, whether he's like trapped in the Edge or trapped by the Toymaker or just whatever's going on there. Something along those lines I think does sound more and more possible the closer that we get. And breathe. There we go. 2.5 minutes of Doctor Who 60th goodness there. Hopefully I haven't rambled on for too long. Hopefully it's been fairly short and concise. But at the same time, hopefully I've pointed out lots of interesting stuff here that maybe you hadn't noticed. But of course, if there's anything that I've missed, anything I've failed to mention, do let me know down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new for more stuff like this in the future as we get closer and closer to the specials. But otherwise, I'm off to have a lie down. So thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, goodbye for now.